Hey, what's going on? This is Eddie.
This is Benji.
We're the Millennial Motorcycle Diaries, recapping our experience from Mexico, where we spent 6 weeks of our time. There's a lot of dead grass and vultures circling and cacti and desert type landscape, but in between that you find the most jaw-droppingly gorgeous pockets of beach towns and beautiful colonial cities and unbelievable architecture.
So the first big thing about Mexico is that it is really cheap. The Mexican peso took a huge nosedive right after Trump got elected, and coincidentally we arrived the day after the election. So we were getting about 16 peso to $1, whereas historically it's been around 11 or 12. I mean, you can travel there on a budget and still feel like a complete baller.
They have a huge middle class, lots of really nice buildings and cars, and people dress nice in the cities. It's not, of course they have an impoverished, third class. Yeah, we were amazed by how nice and posh the cities and the country was in general.
We budgeted 3 weeks to do Mexico, and we were there 5.5. It's too big. That would be one complaint about it, especially if you're doing overland travel like we are. If you're traveling from the west coast of the US to the southern border, it's just like a giant backwards J, so it just slopes away from you forever. You can do like huge long days on the bike and feel like you're getting nowhere.
Mexico's known for its food, and for good reason. They have the most delicious Latin American food, from fish tacos to incredible mole to tortas, which are like little fried street food sandwiches. They're so good. You wouldn't want to live off it for longer than a few weeks, though. All of it is incredibly unhealthy. Terrible for you.
You just feel like shit. You actually feel like shit because you're just eating, meat and cheese wrapped in a corn tortilla. And their idea of like vegetarian is just beans.
Highlights of Mexico, there are two places that stand out well above the rest. Sayulita was a beautiful little surf town right on the beach that's remained authentic despite tons of tourists and travelers visiting. It's a beautiful little surf town, good for families, good for if you want to party, if you want to hang out and lay on the beach. It's just such a versatile, awesome place.
It's got everything. I've been there 5 times, and I thought after traveling to Mexico that I would no longer have Sayulita as my favorite place, because my family and I have been going there for years. But even after seeing the rest of the country, Sayulita is still absolute king for me. The other huge highlight as far as locations is the undiscovered, unknown Guanajuato. The reason it's so amazing is it's an old silver town. So the Spanish basically found silver and gold there in the 1500s, and then over like a century built this town up to just be a kind of a symbol of their wealth. So they've got incredible colonial architecture, incredible basilicas, churches. It's old and it's super, super well maintained, and somehow it's insanely cheap.
It's in the middle of Mexico, and it's like you've entered another world. There's a tunnel network beneath the city for accessing the different parts of the town. All the buildings are painted different colors. I remember looking around, and Benji and I were the only gringos we could see because it's an undiscovered gem. It's the best place you've never heard of. That city is awesome.
Go there with a girl. It's incredibly romantic. The restaurants are insane, and it's just got a magical kind of intoxicating feeling.
It's getting loud in here.